to help people push themselves even when they're not intending on pushing themselves. But Rabbi Yitzchak Blazer says that when a person is learning Mussar, in the same fashion as they learn Gemara or they learn Poskim, or in the same fashion as they learn other books, they do it quietly or they just do it in a certain tone that's calm, it's not going to affect them. He says, our master Rabbi Yisrael Salant taught us a deeper methodology of learning Mussar, where there are two aspects of benefiting from studying from Mussar. The first one we already discussed, where a person has to come into it with a learning Mussar with enthused fervor. And the second is the inspiration, whereby studying Mussar works, one's heart will be set aflame, and his soul is transformed, and it will be awakened within him the fear of Hashem. That's the goal of learning, is to awaken the fear of Hashem that's supposed to be there. Now, to become merely knowledgeable in Mussar concepts, there's no difference of how a person studies them. Even its basic comprehension is adequate. Meaning, if you just want to learn the basics of what's good and bad, you can do it in any way. But to actually apply it to your life cannot be done in any way. It has to be done in a specific way. For the purpose of acquiring a true sense of awe, to awaken one's essential fear of Hashem, simple comprehension will not suffice to make an impression there. For man is not moved by knowledge alone. We see this from the fact that man has long feared Hashem and his punishment on an intellectual level, and yet he is far from having acquired genuine fear of heaven. And so, for the purpose of acquiring true awe of the Almighty, it's necessary that there be a method of studying Mussar with an enthused fervor of the soul, with a focused heart, a heart-rending voice, lips aflame. All of these help internalize the Mussar concepts with the various senses, and this is very helpful to Mussar study, affecting the soul greatly with an emotion it generates. This is similar to the power of music and song, that have transformative powers and can inspire for joy and for sadness. And so when one reads the words of the sages, and Mussar works in a melancholy voice, or in order to move his soul, the heart will be warmed, his soul will be roiled, all of his senses will be impressed, until the fear of Hashem becomes rooted in the nether reaches of his heart. So here Rabbi Yisrael Salant, student, Talmid Muvak, one of the other Gedolei Ador, Rabbi Yitzchak Blazer, tells us that to have this enthusiasm is not a recommendation, but a requirement. Because knowledge alone of the difference between good and bad is not enough. A person must make sure that they actually take their teachings much more seriously, where they have to mentally prepare themselves to the learning, where they're looking for diamonds, and they're looking to buy those diamonds at any price, because those diamonds are going to perfect themselves. Now, the goal, acquiring awe of Hashem. That's the goal. The more awe a person has, the more fear a person has of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the better they become as a person. And he says an interesting thing, that this whole goal of the different things that a person will do, whether it's repeating the same sentence over and over again, or it's visualizing a specific things happening to a person, the goal of all of it is to create emotion. It's to create emotion, similar to how music creates emotion. Let me know what you think, and make sure to share it, because other people need to learn too.